So, in this video, my topic would be world's largest nuclear weapon, the Tsar Bomb. Have you ever heard about the Tsar Bomb? Or is this the first time you ever heard about it? Usually, if you talk about radiation or nuclear, people will only have Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Fukushima, and the Chernobyl incident in mind. Am I right? Why there is no one talking about the Tsar Bomb? Actually, the Tsar Bomb incident was not involved in any war. Instead, it was a nuclear weapon test occurred in the 60s. Yet, the Tsar Bomb nuclear weapon test gained the world's attention as it known as the largest and the most powerful thermonuclear aerial bomb ever tested and detonated so far. To picture how powerful it was, even the combined force of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings was only a minuscule in comparison to the Tsar Bomb. After the World War II struck, all countries over the world were busy inventing new nuclear weapons, and this has led a lot of nuclear weapons created and tested year by year. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6 and 9, 1945 placed the United States in an apparently unchallengeable position as the world's only possessor of nuclear weapons. But that primacy didn't last long. The Soviet Union had made halting progress in its own nuclear weapons program during the war, and in 1945, Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin ordered an intensification of these efforts. Soviet penetration of the British and American atomic weapons programs, thanks to the activities of spies such as Klaus Fuse, aided the efforts of Soviet scientists to design and construct their own weapons. Let us know more about the Tsar Bomb. It was tested on October 30th, 1961, designated by 7 Soviet Union physicists. There are Yuri Khariton, Andrei Sakharov, Viktor Adamski, Yuri Babayev, Yuri Smirnov, Yuri Trutnev, and Yakov Zeldovich. The site chosen for testing this device was Mityushika Bay on Severny Island in the Arctic Circle. The Tsar Bomb by name of RDS-220, also called as Big Ivan. In the development of Tsar Bomb, Sakharov played a significant role in designing this weapon, which incorporated multiple interreacting stages and was 26 feet long, almost 7 feet in diameter, and weighed almost 60,000 pounds. What a huge bomb! A Tupolev Tu-95 strategic bomber was designed to deliver the device from 34,000 feet. The bomb would be attached to a parachute to slow its descent to detonation at 13,000 feet, giving the bomber and its escort additional time to escape at least 30 miles away before detonation. Even so, the crewmen were told that they only had a 50% chance of survival. They barely made it. Russians are Russians anyway. They would still do it for their country even if there's only 20% of surviving. The Tsar Bomb operated in 3-stage design. The first stage is the necessary fission trigger. The second stage was 2 relatively small thermonuclear charges with a calculated contribution to the explosion of 1.5 megaton, which were used for radiation implosion for the third stage, the main thermonuclear module located between them, and starting a thermonuclear reaction in it, contributing 50 megaton of explosion energy. As a result of the thermonuclear reaction, huge numbers of high-energy fast neutrons were formed in the main thermonuclear module, which in turn initiated the fast fission nuclear reaction in the nuclei of the surrounding uranium-238, which would have added another 50 megaton of energy to the explosion, so that the estimated energy release of the Tsar Bomb was around 100 megaton. The resulting radioactive fallout might have been catastrophic, not just for the Soviet Union but for its neighbors also. The sheer power of the Tsar Bomb resulting in a few observations in which the shock wave from the explosion completely destroyed a village 55 kilometers away. The heat was enough to give third-degree burns to anyone 100 kilometers away, and the heat could still be felt 270 kilometers away. Windows were shattered up to 900 kilometers from the explosions. Hundreds of kilometers away, wooden houses were collapsed, and sturdier houses lost their roofs, doors, and windows. The fireball was 10 kilometers wide and the mushroom cloud was 67 km high. The stem was 40 km wide, while the cap was 95 km wide. Can you imagine how massive it is? Phew. A test of this magnitude could not have been concealed, and indeed, now, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev had every intention of shocking the world by the Tsar Bomb's power. However, condemnation was instantaneous, not just from the United States and its allies, but from all over the world. Up to this point, the United States and the Soviet Union and Great Britain also had carried out hundreds of open-air nuclear weapons tests, where perhaps the only beneficial result of the Tsar Bomb's world-threatening display was only the partial nuclear test ban treaty of August 5, 1963, signed by the United States, Soviet Union, and Great Britain. Even today, however, the power of the Tsar Bomb and much more lies within easy grasp of every nuclear-capable nation. After all of these nuclear weapons tests, we all hope that there will be no war involving these disastrous weapons. It will surely affect the humankind for a long, long time. So that's all from me. I hope you guys gain new knowledge from my video. Till next time, bye bye!